When I was a kid, I had a giant pimple right here on my cheek. I was terrified that it would scar me for life. But today, looking in the mirror, there is no scar. Why? Because the human body is a miraculous, self-correcting machine. But as we get older, that machine slows down. We start to see wrinkles. We start to see sunspots. We start to see sagging. Most people think this is just inevitable. They think it is just aging. But if you look at the medical literature, specifically from infectious disease experts who treat massive skin injuries, they will tell you something fascinating. The biological process that heals a wound is exactly the same process that keeps your skin looking young. Aging is essentially just a slow, chronic wound. It is a breakdown of structure over time that your body is struggling to repair. So if you want to look younger, you don't need to think like a beauty influencer. You need to think like a trauma doctor. There are 3 non-negotiable principles for keeping your skin alive and youthful. Number 1, you must increase blood flow. Blood is the delivery system. It brings the nutrients in and takes the trash out. Number 2, you must reduce inflammation. Inflammation is the fire that burns down the house. If your body is constantly fighting a fire, it cannot build the roof. And number 3, you must increase collagen production. Collagen is the structural glue that holds your face together. In this video, I have compiled the top 10 foods that optimize these 3 pillars. We're going to build your skin from the inside out using the same biology your body uses to heal itself. Let's start with the most critical factor, the blood. If you cannot get blood to the surface of your skin dies. It turns gray, it turns dry, and it sags. So, food number 1 is actually the simplest, but most people get it wrong immediately after waking up. The first step to healing a wound or healing a wrinkle is hydration. But here's where most people fail. You wake up. You are dehydrated from 8 hours of sleeping, and the first thing you grab is a cup of coffee. Caffeine is a vasoconstrictor. That means it tightens your blood vessels. It makes the pipes smaller. If you are already dehydrated and then you shrink your blood vessels, you are literally strangling your skin cells. You are cutting off the supply line. So, food number 1 is simple. A large glass of warm water immediately upon waking. You need to reinflate your cells before you stimulate them. Think of a grape versus a raisin. The only difference is water. Now that the pipes are open, let's fill them with the right nutrients. Food number 2, dark berries. I am talking about blueberries, blackberries, and elderberries. The rule here is simple. The darker the berry, the better the skin. That dark pigment is made of flavonoids. These are chemical compounds that protect the plant from UV radiation. When you eat them, they protect you. They support the endothelial lining of your blood vessels, ensuring that oxygen can reach the tiny capillaries in your face. But wait, don't we get those same flavonoids from wine? This brings us to food number 3, red grapes. Specifically, the skin of the red grape. It contains a miracle molecule called resveratrol. Resveratrol is famous for activating the sirtuin genes, often called the longevity genes. It improves blood flow and reduces inflammation. However, and this is a massive warning, do not try to get your resveratrol from red wine. Alcohol is a poison to your skin. It is a diuretic, meaning it forces water out of your body. It interferes with vitamin A absorption, and it suppresses your immune system. If you drink wine, you are taking 1 step forward with the grapes and 3 steps backward with the alcohol. Just eat the grapes. Now, let's talk about expanding those blood vessels. We want to open the highways so nutrients can rush in. To do that, we need a gas called nitric oxide. This leads us to food number 4, onions and leafy greens. I know they aren't the most glamorous foods, but onions contain a powerhouse nutrient called quercetin. Quercetin is unique. It relaxes the smooth muscle in your arteries. It increases the production of nitric oxide, which dilates your blood vessels. It is like turning the hose from a trickle to a blast. When you eat onions and greens, you are physically allowing more blood, more oxygen, and more immune cells to reach the surface of your skin to repair that daily damage. So we have the flow. Now, we need to stop the fire. We need to talk about inflammation and the specific vitamins required to build the structure of your face. We have opened the blood vessels. We have the delivery trucks running. Now, we need to load those trucks with the right building materials. Everyone is obsessed with collagen. You see collagen powders, collagen gummies, collagen creams. But here's the hard truth that supplement companies don't want you to know. You cannot just eat collagen and expect it to stick to your face. It doesn't work that way. Your stomach acid breaks that protein down into tiny amino acids. If you want more collagen in your skin, you have to force your body to manufacture it. And to do that, you need a catalyst. This brings us to food number 5, vitamin C with bioflavonoids. You cannot build a single molecule of collagen without vitamin C. It is chemically impossible. Vitamin C is the glue. It is the cement that holds the bricks together. But do not just buy a cheap ascorbic acid pill. In nature, vitamin C is always packaged with bioflavonoids. Think of an orange or rose hips. They contain both. Bioflavonoids and vitamin C work in synergy. They are force multipliers. Together, they create a much stronger anti-inflammatory effect than either one alone. So eat the orange, eat the kiwi, eat the peppers, get the whole package. But even with the bricks and the cement, you still need an architect to tell the cells where to go. That architect is zinc. This is food number 6, lentils, nuts and whole grains. In the hospital, when a patient has a wound that refuses to close, one of the first things doctors check is their zinc level. Zinc is required for DNA synthesis and cell division. If you are low on zinc, your skin cannot repair itself. It cannot create new fresh skin cells to replace the old ones. Lentils and nuts provide this zinc wrapped in a package of fiber. And that fiber is crucial for food number 7, or rather, a category of food. Single ingredient, whole foods. We need to talk about the number 1 enemy of your skin. It is a process called glycation. When you eat processed foods like bread, pasta, or sugary cereals, your blood sugar spikes. That sugar molecule floats through your blood and attaches itself to your collagen protein. It literally crystallizes your collagen. It turns it from soft and bouncy to brittle and hard. This is why sugar causes wrinkles. It is called the sugar sag. The antidote is fiber. When you eat whole foods, like a real apple instead of apple juice or lentils instead of white flour, the fiber creates a safety mesh. It slows down the absorption of sugar, preventing that spike and preventing your collagen from turning brittle. So we are feeding the skin. We are building the structure. But now we need to protect it. Your skin is under constant attack from the outside world. The sun, the pollution, the radiation. We need to put up a shield. And the best shield you can buy is actually a tea. Imagine if you could drink a sunscreen that protects your DNA from the inside out. That is essentially what food number 8 is. Green tea. Green tea is loaded with a polyphenol called EGCG. This is a powerhouse antioxidant. Studies have shown that the catechins in green tea can actually protect your skin cells from UV damage. It reduces the redness and the inflammation caused by the sun. I am not saying you should stare at the sun for hours, but drinking green tea is like putting a protective force field around your cellular DNA. And speaking of the sun, this brings us to a controversial topic. Item number 9 is not technically a food, but your skin eats it. Sunlight. We have been trained to fear the sun. We are told to slather on sunscreen the moment we step outside. But here is the biological reality. You need sunlight to manufacture vitamin D. Vitamin D is not just a vitamin for your bones. It is actually a pro-hormone that is critical for your immune system. And remember, your skin is an immune organ. If you have low vitamin D, your skin immunity drops. You are more prone to infections, inflammation, and slow healing. Dr. Liu recommends getting about 30 minutes of early morning sunlight. This is when the UV index is lower. You get the benefits of vitamin D production without the intense burning rays of noon. If you have darker skin, or if you live in a northern latitude, you almost certainly need to supplement vitamin D. You just cannot make enough from the sun alone. Aim for a level of 50 to 80 nanograms per milliliter. And finally, we need to talk about the ultimate test. How do you know if your diet is actually working? How do you know if these foods are actually healing your skin or just filling your stomach? There is a simple test you can do at home right now using a $20 device. This test will tell you, within minutes of eating, if that meal just aged you or healed you. We have covered 9 powerful inputs for your skin. But how do you know if it is working? This brings us to item number 10. It is not a food. It is a tool, a blood pressure cuff. This is the ultimate lie detector for your diet. Dr. Liu suggests a simple experiment. Measure your blood pressure before you eat. Then, measure it again 30 minutes after you eat. If your blood pressure spikes significantly, that meal was an attack on your body. A spike in pressure means your arteries are stiffening. It means inflammation is rising. It means blood flow to the skin is being restricted. If you feel tired, sluggish, or bloated after a meal, your skin is feeling it too. A truly anti-aging diet should make you feel lighter. It should give you energy, and it should keep your blood pressure stable. If you have to take a pill to fix the acne caused by your lunch, that is not a skincare routine. That is a damage control routine. So, let's recap your new wound care protocol for anti-aging. 1. Hydrate immediately upon waking to reinflate the cells. 2. Eat dark berries for the flavonoids. 3. Eat red grapes for the resveratrol, but skip the wine. 4. Eat onions and greens to boost nitric oxide and blood flow. 5. Combine vitamin C with bioflavonoids to make the cement for your collagen. 6. Eat lentils and nuts for the zinc that acts as the architect. 7. Focus on fiber and whole foods to prevent the sugar sag. 8. Drink green tea as an internal shield against UV rays. 9. Get 30 minutes of morning sunlight for vitamin D immunity. And 10. Test your meals with your blood pressure to ensure you are healing, not harming. You now have the knowledge of an infectious disease specialist applied to your beauty routine. Stop treating your skin like a canvas to be painted over. Start treating it like an organ that needs to be healed. If you found this deep dive helpful, and if you are ready to heal from the inside out, please hit the like button. And tell me in the comments below, which of these foods are you already eating? And which one are you going to add to your grocery list today? Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video.